And good morning to everyone. Today is Friday the 25th of January. Great month again. We're right in the middle of our sales season. In case you folks didn't know that, we are really, our biggest sales season starts in probably mid-September and goes right through till about April. And then last summer was unbelievable, so I don't want to say that things slow down because last summer actually things were insane. So we're really, really happy to just say that things are going great. Today's topics, we're going to talk about email, traffic injections again, content marketing, and really very important, how to promote and why. I have a gentleman right now I'm working with sent me a note saying that he's willing to put 8 to 10 hours in a day of promotion. So I'm going to talk to you about how that probably isn't possible, but it's great to hear that people are willing to work that hard to promote. We're going to talk about the value of the silver membership, some things that you probably didn't know that are in the package that you're unaware of, and we'll go through that. A quick intro though first. My name is George Kosch. I'm one of the co-founders of Worldprofit. Basically 25 years ago, we started Worldprofit off kitchen table, and that was when we phoned the phone company to get our listing in the book, and they said, "What is internet?" So we had to be listed as a computer company, which was kind of weird, but that's how far back we go. I went to military college here in Canada. It's the equivalent of West Point in the States. You get a degree, and they pay you. I got paid to go to school, which was kind of neat. And then they paid me more money to learn how to fly jets and teach people how to fly them. No money out of pocket, so that was pretty neat. My degree is in physics, math and physics, and that has nothing to do with computer programming. And that's what I do right now. I'm a software engineer and continue to build Worldprofit and the member area specifically for you folks, because you folks are the ones that have helped build the member area and the tools to get us going. The way to get started is on your very first day, you're going to pick a domain name. You're going to get all set up in the member area. You want to get on lesson number 3. And I know it looks easy. You just click a few buttons and you're there, and that's great. That's exactly what we want you to do. That way I know you're logged in and that you're in the right member area. And to you it might seem like, well, what are we doing here? Well, we're just getting you set up, making sure that you're on you're in the right area and everything like that. Okay. And then when you get to lesson 3, read it carefully. It talks about the first video that's going to sort of orient you with the different things in the member area. And it's also going to talk to you about how to get those bonuses and why it's so important to learn how to do promotion the way we're teaching, because it's free. It doesn't cost anything. All right, you don't have to go to Google and Yahoo and Bing and pay money. You don't have to go to blogs and pay money for anything. Okay, when you're first starting out, it's completely free. And then what we do is we teach you other methods that you can pay for if you want. It's totally up to you. The proof of our program and the training is you. You're a result of this whole thing. It works because you found out about us. You came into the member area completely free. You could have just lingered around and nobody's going to say, well, you have to pay. You don't. It's completely free to join our program. The reason you upgraded was because of the silver membership, this weekly training, access to myself and Sandy Hunter, our president, and of course the benefit of having a domain and all the different tools that go with it. That's why you're here, and we're going to talk more about that. Okay. The promotion tools, tactics are all covered in the lessons. We have lessons here on the left-hand menu, and I'm going to take you into the member area here to give you an idea of that. It's important that you have an understanding of where to go to find much of what we have. We have top menu, left menu. You can see there's menus everywhere. Here's the one that you want to really go to. You can always see the lesson you're on by just scrolling down the page. You can change your lesson anytime. There's a lesson change area here that you can see, bootcamp lesson summary and lesson change area here that you can use if you want. Or more importantly, bootcamp training on the left menu, bootcamp lesson summary. This is the secret to navigating your way through all of these things. You pick and choose the lesson that you want, and it will teach you about that specific part of the member area. The reason that we are a monthly program is because we upgrade, change, reprogram, update, you name it, constantly. That's all we do. And we handle support every single day. So when you fill out a support ticket, we get to it and we help you out. And I don't think you can get any more value than that because I'm involved in, well, I used to be in over 50 programs. When I was learning how to do this, I myself joined programs every single, well, probably every couple of days. In some cases I paid, and in most cases I just went into the free part just to figure it out. But I filled out support tickets. And I can tell you for sure in 9 out of 10 of them, I never ever got a reply. It was the usual, we're looking at what you're, and then I get the canned response, and that was it. It ended. There was no more support. And to this day, that's one of the big issues is support. Or you fill out a support ticket with us, we get it, and we handle them one-on-one, and I have many videos I send out and things to help people. Okay, so it's all there. Do you have to go through all these lessons? Of course you don't. Most people, of course, jump into, how do I make money? Where's the money in all of this? Well, the money in all of this is lesson 3 right here. Teaching you to grow and build a list. And that's what you'll learn, again, under training here, this first video. It gets you right through, gets you started. There's a little ebook here that you can download and print out. It's got some things in it that you'll want to keep handy, okay? Some of the best tools are, of course, under Cool Tools on the top menu. I use JitBit Auto Text every day. I don't think more than 30 minutes goes by where I'm not using it. You can find it under Cool Tools. There's also a video there to kind of give you an idea of what it does. The RoboForm Password Organizer. Get whatever you want for your computer. This is just a guideline RoboForm. I've used it for 10 years, and it just keeps all your passwords. You can see them all along here. If I was to click on my logins, you can see how many passwords and logins I've got. There's hundreds of them, and it just keeps them in the same area. When you go to that website, it will bring it up here, and it will say, hey, do you want to use this password? You're on the right URL, so it's very safe. It's browser independent. I highly recommend against using Chrome or Firefox, their password systems. I advise against it. If you have McAfee, Kaspersky, you can use those ones. I believe they all include them now. They're probably pretty safe. McAfee, I'm not sure of the other antiviruses programs out there, but they're probably all pretty good, pretty secure. Again, my choice is RoboForm because I've used it for a decade and I've never had a single issue with it. Postbox email management, just to give you an idea, I have many email management programs. My favorite one, of course, is Postbox. But you can also use Microsoft's Outlook, which comes with Microsoft, when you have Windows 10. I'm sure Apple has one, same thing. And again, like Bobby Joe says, my Magadu I use, and I'm going to talk to you about, I shouldn't have even said Magadu. I'll talk to you about our email provider shortly, okay, because they all work. They're great. Postbox, Outlook, I know there's Thunderbird. I personally wouldn't log in to Gmail on the browser. It's a real pain because then you've got to go from account to account. Whereas with Postbox, you can check 6 or 7 accounts with just a movement of the mouse. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. When you join Worldprofit, Many of you have Yahoo accounts. Many of you have like Earthlink, Comcast, all of that. Those are fine, but don't use them with us. Don't use them with this program. Use only Gmail. You will come to regret it if you use things like Hotmail, Yahoo, Comcast, because they block probably 9 out of 10 business emails that you get, and they don't tell you, even though you see, oh George, you know, I have a spam folder. No, they're blocking your email completely. It doesn't even go into a spam folder. Whereas Gmail, yes, check your spam folder with Gmail often. Make sure that you whitelist, but at least the email goes somewhere. Okay, with Gmail, you're guaranteed you're going to get your email. Okay, so that is that's something you really want to be careful with. Yahoo is the worst one. They are guilty. They're no good. Don't use them for anything but your family, you know, your buddy or whatever. That's fine. But use Gmail for business. And you could get multiple accounts. Why? If you have an email with Gmail, and it looks like this. Here's my email at Gmail, georgekosch@gmail.com. You can also use G. See these? george.kosch@gmail.com. So now I've got 3 email addresses. You can put the dot between anything before the @ symbol, and that will all go to the same email box. Okay? So all of this stuff is great because Gmail is basically saying to you, if you have, you know, georgekosch@gmail.com, you have George, you know, .kosch or whatever. You can have a dot over here if you want at the end. I believe you can only put 1 dot in per email. You can't put multiple dots, but maybe you can. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. I've never even tried that. Bottom line is Gmail's great. Okay, let's talk about email. Let's talk about Worldprofit's Silver package for a minute. Let's just talk about the value and what I've found out there and the cost. First things first, when you go to your member area, you will find a lot of tools. Okay, so on this thing, advanced links, things like Promo Organizer, Lazy Blog Poster, these content management things, like for your website, for example. Paying for that on its own, you would need to purchase a cPanel account, and going into it with the antivirus, the protection of the site, and I know there are a few of you that do have cPanels, and you know what's involved with just keeping your site running, right? How many WordPress sites have we, have had issues with? With Worldprofit, we're maintaining and managing your website completely. Same thing as I'm going to discuss with your email. We handle all of that, as well as the weekly training. The cost to get these things goes into probably the $300 to $400, even $500 a month with most providers. The reason we can do this is because we are really focused on affiliate programs, money making. We're not just hosting websites. Okay, people don't come to us to just host a website. They come to us to learn how to make money online. Okay, so our course is extremely focused on that. Things like the classified ads plugin. I searched to create this site. Okay, so to create a classified ad site on a domain, I searched for probably 4 to 5 years for something. And I challenge any of you to find a classified ad system where you click a button and it creates it. We handle all of the ads, we handle all the approvals and everything like that, plus the renewals. I challenge you to find anything within 10% of this. 10%, that's all I want. You will not find it online. I searched for over 4 years for an actual classified ad system that works on your domain. You can't find it. Never. I searched and searched. I looked for scripts. I looked for this, that, and the other thing. Couldn't find it. And then when you do find them, that work on their domain, in other words, they give you like an iframe or something like that, you're looking upwards from $300 a month. And they don't do anything with your ads. You're in charge of all of that. So this on its own, which we include with your membership, is to me priceless, because I know what I'm doing, and I've been on the internet for a long, long time, and I can promise you there's nothing that compares to this type of system. Nothing. You'll never find it. Good luck though, if you do decide to look. Also, again, a lot of this thing that you're seeing in front of you works so well because of the support system that we have. Can't put a price on that. It's just, can't put a price on it. It's that simple. It's it means a lot, right, to have somebody actually supporting you. Let's talk about this goodie though, email for all. This goes back over probably 15 years ago. We used to give people email with their accounts if they wanted it. So they'd send in a note and we'd set them up with email on their domain name, of course, because again, that's what you're getting, right? Everything is off that domain name that you have. And email works the same way. If you want email, all you have to do is fill out a support ticket and give me an example of it, like, well, not an example, give me the email box that you want. You know, it could be george@georgekosch.com, which is what I would put in for my georgekosch.com domain. Of course, it has to be off your, you know, your website, and most people just put their name in and say, you know, whatever their name is or their first name, because it is your email. It's unique to you. Okay, and the way that you get to it is you come right down here on the left menu and you click on email, and then you click on web-based email. And if you're logged in, this will, you know, obviously this will come up. There's some setup instructions right here, which I kind of kept as simple as I could. Worldprofit offers email. Fill out a support ticket and we'll get you set up. Let us know the name of the email account you want, for example, and I will put this in there, that automatic. It'll just say whatever your domain name is, george@georgekosch.com as an example. Okay, when you log in, I'll just log into my George at, this is this was an example that I set up. And that should get me signed in. Oh, let me see here. George at BizBuilders, I think that's the right one. Let me just check here. George at BizBuilders 101. That should work. There we go. You can see I don't have any email in there right now. I can send myself a message, which I will do from my other computer here. Send that in here, just so you guys can see that. There we go. Here is the message. Okay, so what you need to do is you just give me that, and I'm going to send you an email saying, here's how you log in. And you log in with your email address that you've given me, and I'll give you your password, which will be your dealer member area. Okay, so when you log into Worldprofit, that will be your password, and you're all set. If you don't want that password, you could just send me a note and I'll change it for you and make sure it works great. Okay, and you can check your email comes in. You can see there's my message I just sent myself. It looks great. It's easy to use, and it's your private email. You can log in anytime you want. If you want to go back to the member area, you simply click here. And if you decide to stay logged in all the time, every day when you come back, you should be just logged in. You shouldn't need to keep logging in over and over again. Okay? You can do whatever you want, Paul. I don't know why you would forward email. You might as well not get the email account then if you're just going to forward it. I wouldn't bother. You know, the whole idea of this is just to have an area where you're receiving email. What I like about it, well, in that case, Paul, I wouldn't bother, because just send people to your Gmail. Like save the hop. The purpose of this really, what you can think of is it says, listen, I own my domain, and you can email me at it. It's just an added layer of security for the people that you are dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, send me a message to george@worldprofit.com, that's, oh, okay, so you own that domain because you get an email to it. That's what I find is the most useful part of this. And the fact that sometimes when you go to companies to set up, say, a payment system or code on your site, they want you to receive email to your domain. Okay, so that really saves a lot of hassle there. Okay, and again, this is part of your silver membership if you want to use it. It's totally optional. And again, the way that you get email is you can click on email on this left menu here, and you'll see the instructions, because obviously it won't log you in, and it'll give you those instructions. Just fill out a support ticket and say, I'd like email. This is the account I want. And it'll take a day to set it up, but again, you don't have to pay. Okay, now here's another thing that comes with the silver membership. Say that you're on a domain name that you don't want. You say, listen, I kind of like to have my own domain name that I register, and I just want you to update it. No problem, it's completely free. I can switch you over. One note, your cloaked links, all of those things you would have to redo, meaning any promotions you're doing, right? Because the other domain name would no longer work that way. Your new one would be the new one. So if you're going to do it early. But bottom line is, it can be done and there's no charge for it, okay? So there you go, and Rich Moyer has a good point. If you're going to use external autoresponders, they do want you to have email coming to your own domain, okay? And again, I say this, we did email about 15 years ago. The reason we quit offering it, it was just too much to handle. So I use another company to do this, but they're a great company. I've been using them for 3 years, and I've never had a problem with them. They're really good. But you don't need to worry about that. You just say, George, I want this email, and it's done. And then you do what I just did. You just log in and check your email. All right? Traffic injections. You get traffic injections every month with Worldprofit. How do you get them? Click on Traffic Control on the top menu, and it will load up. And you can click on Traffic Injections. We've tied a few areas in here also, so you can transfer credits to people if you want. Totally optional. You don't need to do that. Okay, I know it's a little complicated. You could just don't worry about it. The traffic injections are nice because when you click on that, you can watch a little help video. All you have to do is enter your stuff in here. If you're a platinum member, you get 18. If you're silver, you get 5. Okay, but again, there are traffic injections that you get every single month. And it will say the date right here of your next available traffic injection. And it's fully automated. Take your time, make sure that you put your usernames in, and then you just update and you're good to go. And you can see the bonuses you get. Silver members get these top 5 here. And platinum members, you get hundreds of dollars worth of credits and solo ads and promotions, okay, every single month. The value of the ones that the silver members get is probably about $40 a month of ads and close to $200 a month for platinum members. These sites, I want to make sure that you guys understand, they are an incredibly challenging thing to maintain. Rich Moyer knows, he's in here now, he manages a whole bunch of these sites. They have problems every week, email gets bundled, you know, all of these things. This is again part of the silver membership. You don't worry about that. We take care of it all for you and make sure that all these sites run and that your ads go out. And they do get clicks. Believe me, they get a lot of clicks. All right? Are there any questions? Fran says you can add credits toward the end of the month when you run low. Exactly right. Yeah. We're always looking for monitors. A monitor is somebody who is in the member area, like this, and they are in the Live Business Center, which works on tablets, PCs, desktops, you name it. I'll just mute this here. You can mute the speaker too if you want. You just hover over them, you can see their name, and then you can mute them. And the purpose of this is for when associates come in, you know, free members just like you were, you're greeted at the door. I went into Walmart the other day, and I was greeted at the door by a guy. You know, he's a nice guy and everything, and he went and grabbed me a cart. That's really what you do as a monitor. You're just there as a guide. You're not a cheesy salesperson. You're not like selling snake oil or anything. You're simply directing people to the videos, reminding them of the bonuses they get by clicking on these buttons that you can see on the monitor. You will get those buttons if you become a monitor, but you'll be trained by Linda or Brian Armstrong how the whole thing works. It's completely voluntary. However, you do get some bonuses if you make a silver sale or a silver sale occurs on your watch. You get $5 commission. We just give you $5 for your trouble. We also give you 20 associates from our package of a bazillion associates that we have signing up through Nobody. And they do all the time. They just sign in through worldprofit.com. And you get 20 of them for every sale you make. Okay, so it's a good deal. And we need you to give at least 3 hours a week of your time, plus the training time. And you got to enjoy doing this. You're going to learn a lot as a monitor. Okay. We also give special treatment to monitors in case anybody's wondering. If you send in a support ticket, I grab it real quick because you're one of our monitors. And we always feel that it's very important to treat our monitors as best as we can. Okay. And hats off to the monitors. I always say this, but I really truly mean it. It's incredible. We've been doing the monitor program now for over 12 years, and it works, and it's voluntary, and I don't watch over anything. Linda watches things, Brian, we've just never had an issue. You guys come in, you know, people miss shifts all the time. Big deal. You know, like we try to get people to be on time. We send out emails and everything like that, but there's usually power went out, hurricane hit, you know, that kind of thing. So it's working wonderfully well. And we, you know, monitors are the top reason that so many sales occur at Worldprofit. Monitors are members. They're not specially, you know, paid people or anything like that. They just come in and they do this because of the community aspect of Worldprofit. What is that worth? I don't know. What is it worth to have these communities like the Worldprofit community and our Facebook group? I think it's just fantastic that we have these things. There's 40,000 people in our community. There's probably about 4,000 people in our Facebook group. Just people coming in and sharing information and everything. The community aspect of Worldprofit also included, right? So it's pretty cool. All right, classified ad, just a quick reminder about the classified ad plugin. It's free and it's easy to get. You don't have to put in a support ticket at all. You just slide down here, click on free classified ads. Don't click on place ads free yet. Click on classified ad plugin. What will happen is there's a little button up here. Click it. You're all set. That's all you got to do. Just says where do you want the classified ads? Do you want them on your left menu? Under what, you know, that kind of thing. That's all it's going to do. And then you're set. You don't have to do a logo. You don't have to do anything. But you can change your images anytime you want on your main page. We've got so many to pick from. Okay, so if I decide I really like that one right there, I just click on it. There it is. And then if I go to my classified ad site, it just miraculously comes up. There we go. And you can make this a little bit bigger if you want. You can push it down a little. Image height, increase it to 700 if you want. You can change it to George's list, classified list, whatever you want to call it. You can even receive notifications when one of your associates places an ad. You would receive an email. Okay, and then go from there. So I can just increase the size of the image here, how it shows up. It'll show up a little bit longer. Okay, we have many thousands of ads, too many to count in there. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Classified ad plugin. Why do you want it? It generates leads. How? Post ad. Can't post any ads unless you're a free associate member. They have to join. That's as simple as it gets, right? Generates leads. What do you do with those leads? What does all of this mean? It means that when you're generating leads, you're building a list, but you can also contact your leads and sell them anything that you want. Tell them about your affiliate programs. It's no problem. Invite them to contact you by Skype. All the leads that you generate through these systems are your leads. They all go into yet another thing that's part of the Silver membership, a prospect manager that has been built over 20 years. What's the purpose of it? To make money. That's all this thing, that's the only purpose this serves, other than organizing your leads that you want to turn into profit. Okay, you've got an emailer where you can email out groups of people. You can create your own custom letters. And you can even hook into what's called Email Commander, which are companies like SendGrid and Mailgun that will deliver to the inbox. That can all be hooked into this. You also have a newsletter that's built in. Every single time you sign somebody up through the classified ad system, through the landing pages, they are sent an email, a separate email saying, would you like to confirm yourself on this newsletter list? Okay, and that's yours, your list. And you can go see your subscribers. You can view them here. You can download them if you want. You can add subscribers. You can't add them in bulk, but you can see that like I've added myself here through my sign up form. Okay. And yeah, Fran, thanks for that. We appreciate the really nice comments all the time. Sandy and I, we're people that have really, we lucked in to the internet. Let's face it, 1994, I know most of you don't remember 1994, well, 93 actually. This didn't exist. There was nothing. It was this thought, you know. Everybody was into bulletin boards. It was, I remember it was called CompuServe. Do you remember CompuServe and AOL? Remember AOL? You'd dial in on your phone, you go, beep, 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 and you'd hear the noise from your modem. That was right when I was about to do that. I was going to create a bulletin board system. And it was insane. It was can't remember the name of it, but it was incredible. And I didn't. I said, I'm going with the internet. I think this thing's cool. And that's how this all came to be. This thing got built. This is one of the first programs that we built because people said, well, what do I do when I sign somebody up into your program? This is it. They would come into the prospect manager and we would go from there. Okay? And they would also become associates. And then, of course, upgrade to dealers. Who's logged in is another thing that you do want to take a look at. It'll give you an idea of who has logged in that you've signed up. Okay? And you can watch them, and you can see the help video here. That's also included in your packages. I could go on all day with things that are included in the Silver membership. It really is kind of crazy how many things we've added over 2 decades, right? So there's a lot of stuff. Content marketing, WordPress blog. I do recommend a WordPress blog if you can swing it. Why? Well, you go over here, click on WordPress blogs, click on this, and there will be a video to help you out. It's really an incredible thing because it allows you to hook into your social networks in a great way using a thing called Jetpack and all this stuff that you could learn about with a WordPress blog. It's a very powerful system. I don't have any fancy graphics or anything here to show you, but believe me, you can Google WordPress. It's phenomenal. And yes, it is just an incredible system. Let me just show you what mine looks like. This is just my blog. And it's a blog. That means that every time we post something, it goes up here using what we call the lazy blogger. Again, it's part of the silver membership. It's completely free, but it allows you to post completely one time, and it will post to your different blogs that you have. And you can have a Google Blogger blog, which are free, and you can post and syndicate everything that you want to promote, like product reviews. So you can go to ClickBank, the promo kit here, for example. Say go to ClickBank promo kit, and you decide that you want to do a review of one of these products. You could post that using the lazy blogger, and it will go to your WordPress blog. It will go to your website that you have with us, and it can also be goes to Twitter, goes to Facebook if you want. You can tie into all of these different social networks with a WordPress blog. What's the cost? It's a one-time cost to set it up of $49.95. That's it. And then as long as you're a silver or platinum member, we maintain it for you. You don't have to worry about it. You do need to log in on a regular basis, though, to keep it updated. That's the only thing. But here's an example of me logging in. Just takes a few seconds. You log in, and it will show you if there's any updates needed, and you simply just say, yeah, okay, update. Right here, there's no updates. But if there were, I just say, yes, do them, and it does them. Many of the updates are automatic now, too, which is really neat. And of course, Jetpack is free. Once you've paid the $49.95 for the setup, you don't have to pay for anything else. I mean, if you wanted to, you could, but you know, I don't upgrade to any of this stuff here. Not needed anymore. They're pretty secure. Okay. And you've got your settings here. You have the ability to, like, look at this, allowing this one. This is new. I've never seen this before, so I'll turn that on. Enable lazy loading. Sure, yeah, why not? So there you go. There's an example of just a few things that they've added. So if you're doing anything online and you just want to have the ability to extend your property, we can do that for you with a WordPress blog. And the address is blog.georgekosch.com, which comes right off of your domain name. And do we practice what we teach? Yeah, watch this. So if I go to worldprofit.com, and you'll notice that we have a blog up here. So I click on blog. And if I click on any of these, see the full post, you'll notice up here it says blog.worldprofit.com. So I'm teaching you this because we use it and it works. Okay? It really does. It works great. So a couple of people this week, I don't know how to phrase it. They're doing everything. They're going into the member area, and they're getting sort of lost on what promotion is, where you do it, why you do it. And this is something that, you know, going back 25 years, when I first got into business, I didn't have a clue about what a lead was. You know, you don't think that way because they don't teach you business in school. You know, when you go to public school, they don't teach you business. They don't teach you what credit cards are, at least not when I went. They should have maybe introduced it in high school, but they don't. They don't teach you business. They don't say, well, if you want to run a business, you need to have people that know about your business that come into your business and then buy things. And then as a result of that, you make money. So I've had a couple of tech support tickets where I say, you know, somebody says, I want to work, I want to do this. And I'll say, okay, well, we need to go, of course, watch the training video, but then we need to go to the traffic streams and sign up for one. And then send a posting out to it using the ad examples. The reason you're doing that is to have people do what you did. Answer an ad, right? You clicked on a link, you filled out a form, and you came in to become an associate. That's why you're doing this. You're generating leads onto a list of associates. Of course, they go into your prospect manager so that you can utilize them to sell them anything that you want. And that is the whole idea of business, is generating leads. I wish I would have known that 25 years ago, because I had that, you know, that pale looking look that you get when you're just like, okay, I'm going to get into business. Okay, great. What are we going to make to sell? That's always the question, right? What are we going to make to sell? Well, that's the wrong way to think about it. You have to think, is there a market for that? How do I generate leads to it? All that good stuff. The silver membership, it's all done for you. You don't need to do any of that. All you have to do is copy, paste, click send buttons. That's it. And it will work. Believe me, you generate a lot of leads using this system. Okay? But to review, go into the training, but do the training. Don't just watch it. Actually go out and do it. Okay? And this gentleman that was going to put in all the hours, he's doing it. He's actually promoting, and he's doing a very, very good job. Okay? And yeah, the universal rotator is right up here under website management, and you can click on universal rotator right here. It's very easy to use, and it just bundles all kinds of URLs into one. And then when people go there, it rotates through them. It just makes it easy to promote 3 or 4 sites at the same time. I like it. Okay, I'll just close that. And you give it a bundle name, and then you go through. Okay. Yes, and what Bobby Joe, what you're saying happens to everybody. You get sidetracked. Because what you do in this business is you earn credits in these different sites, these traffic systems, and you will see thousands of ads. And out of 1,000 ads that you see, 999 of them will all say that you don't need to do anything to make money online. Just give them your money. It's all, we're going to YouTube you. We're going to get all, you know, your Pinterest posts are going to make millions, and you just pay us $35 and everything is going to be simple. You don't need to do any work at all. 999 out of 1,000 ads will tell you that. They're going to jump on Facebook, Instagram. They're going to just explain to you how you'll own Google. You're going to be the top of Google. Don't fall for that, because you'll waste a lot of money chasing your tail. The way it works online is it is a job, it's work, and you're at the right place, because we don't have any income projections at Worldprofit. We have nothing to do. Oh, you're going to make this, and no, we'll teach you how to generate leads and how to build a business. But the question that we're always getting is, how much can I make, and when can I expect an ROI, right? You know, the return on my investment. I'm paying you $100. And you say to them, well, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer it. Are you going to come in and you're going to follow the procedure? What's your, do you know how to use RoboForm? Like, there's a learning curve too, right? Because a lot of this stuff it's a big deal. People are come in and say, wow, after a month or two, it gets easier. It could be a week for some people. It could be a day. Like if Rich Moyer comes to me and says, hey, George, how long will it take me to generate leads? You'll generate leads in an hour, because you know what you're doing, right? You're technically savvy. Fran has been with us for years. He's like, well, I could generate leads like that. Whereas a new person coming in, you can't answer that question. You have to say, well, why don't you try the month? Just give it a month. It's $99.95, right? Give it a month. Most businesses, like franchises, they say, well, it's 1.2 million, and you're going to be in debt for 25 years, but we'll set you up in your business selling, burgers and fries or coffee and donuts. It's going to cost you 1.2 million, and don't expect to have friends for 10 years, because you won't. You're going to be busy working. So this $99.95, I've seen this program. I have a good friend who goes to all the conferences. Great guy. This guy's super smart. This is a quick story. And oh my goodness, he pays thousands of dollars to go to these seminars and these, those, yeah, we're going to do it. We're all going to do it. And I like that. I think that's great. I don't go to them because I don't have time. But it's cool. You get a whole bunch of people. Get a guy like Tony Robbins in there and he just works you over and it's great. Feels good, right? And this guy goes to these conferences. Well, he went to one for a company that provides a domain. And an affiliate system, all this stuff. And I've known Tom for 20 years, about 15 years. You know what he said? He goes, you guys offer way more than these companies offer, way more, and you're charging $100 a month? He said, I'm paying $750 right now, and I get one thing, a domain hosted with an autoresponder. They don't even design your site. There's no, nothing. You get nothing. And he said, you guys just have so much here, and you charge nothing for it. And I said, well, that's just the way we are, I guess. It's just the way it's going to be. So I thought that was really cool. And I'm not going to tell you the company, but many of you know these companies out there, they exist, and they charge $1,500 for the setup. And then they charge you $300 to $500 a month, and they only give you a domain with maybe an autoresponder system and some ads. That's it. Okay. So be careful with what you're reading and what you're seeing online. It can seem really good when you go to their sales page, but believe me, when you pay, you don't get a lot. Okay. You still have to do all the work and the promotion and all that, and that's why we're here, and that's why we've been here for so long. It's really, really neat. Back to my slides. Template 63 is a design template. If you want, I'll personally set it up for you if you're not using it. And you can tell if you're using it by clicking on Website Management. It just works 100% on mobile. Is Design 61 any good? Of course it is. Is 52 good? Yeah, fine. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying that Design 63, I created it for mobile, and it looks great. It looks like, well, georgekosch.com. If you go there, you can see, there's what it looks like. It's free. There's 63 different designs, all included in your silver membership. I love this one because I built it, of course. I like the image. I like how you can put your face there. You can change your image every day if you want. There's menus everywhere. And believe me, if you just put in a little bit of time, you will master how this works. Automatic newsletter sign up, automatic Facebook feeds, everything. Your blog, there's a blog built into it. Okay, so there's also a blog built into your actual site. I know that's why I don't want to sit here and go through all the things you get, because then I'll sit here for an hour and most of your heads will start to go, whoa, what the heck? This is just one of the highlights of your site builder, okay? And it works good in mobile too. Okay, so it's Design 63. If you have any issues, you go to Change Design and you say, I don't understand this. This is crazy. I don't want to do this. Fill out a support ticket. Just say, could you please switch me to Design 63? We'll do it, no problem. Okay, and that goes for anything. Anything that you're not sure of, you're having trouble with, fill out a support form. Okay, we'll take care of you. Okay, what else do I have for you? I think we talked about value. I wanted to, we occasionally will have somebody that say, and it really is sort of one of those grinding things on you, like, what do I get for $99.95? And then you think, oh my goodness, you get a lot. So just, especially for the monitors, it's really hard to explain, right? You're like, okay, so you get this. What they're really asking in a lot of cases is, if I pay you $99, can I get $100 at the end of the month? And you go, no, we're not an investment scheme. You're actually buying software and hosting and everything, and of course training and all that stuff. So are there any questions? I wanted to talk to you about one other thing, money. You guys want to talk about money? I want to talk about Worldprofit paying you. Click on commissions on the top menu. If you don't have a PayPal account, no problem. We can pay you anywhere in the world. Click on how we pay you. Direct bank wire, international customers. If you're in Canada, we'll e-transfer it right to your bank account, your commissions. If you are an international customer, and you want to know what international is, if you're in Canada, you use e-transfer. If you're out, you can use this system. So if you're not in Canada, there's a $10 fee. So what I recommend is if you're looking at getting $60 or something, put your commissions on hold. Wait till they generate, and then switch to direct debit. You can see an example check right here. We all have checks. I got checks and everybody has check. You can see the routing number and you can see the account number. Those are the things we need. Are those private things? Are they secret? No, they're not. They're on every check, right? Your checks are out there. Everybody, you ever sent somebody a check? The whole world knows all that. Routing and check, and the money goes into the account. We don't take any out. I don't think the bank would let you. Hi, can I get some money from, here's the routing number and here's the, they go, no, you can only put money in. There may be a wire fee, which, banks, but let me tell you something. Isn't it great to just get that money put in your account? It's right in there, okay? Okay. Are there any questions about that? And so Alvin, I think I'm working on your email right now. How to set up email offer for free stuff. Show me how to set up an email offer. Yeah, Alvin, they're already written for you. They're under ad examples on the top menu. You can pick any of these. These are all free offers. For example, let me take you to this one. This is an information offer. People sign up as an associate under you when you send them to the site. Okay? And that's the whole purpose, is you're sending this ad to thousands and thousands of people. And what they do is they sign up here just like you did. Remember? That's how you found out about us. You signed up to something that looked like this, didn't you? You pretty much had to. And then you came in and you upgraded. That's what we're trying to teach you to do. But here's the kicker. Once you learn how to send out the promotions, you can send out promotions just like this for any program you're in. Any affiliate program, they all give you this type of a thing. This is what I'm trying to teach you is a process. Okay? A process that is repeated by all companies that have affiliate programs with them. Okay? Does that help? Yeah, from Herculist, you go into your Herculist account and you can use any of these ads that you want. For the first part, I would actually turn off the intellectual capacity. This would be off. I would do this in the process that's shown in the training video. So I would sign up, I would click on traffic streams, I click on this link right here. And this is off now. This is completely off. Sign up. Sign up. Again, this off. It's on holiday. All we're doing is we're just following a procedure. Turn to a page. You write Herculist. Put in the email and the username that you're using to sign up. So you say username Alvin4 or whatever you want. What's the email address? alvin@gmail.com. Okay, Herculist. Draw a line. That's it for those two. Then ad examples, because when you log into your Herculist account, there will be a place where you can post an ad. Grab the ad examples. Again, this off. This is just procedure. 1, 2, 3. Grab the ad. Send it to your first posting. That's it. That's all you should be doing. I would repeat that with as many things as I could. State-of-the-art, traffic hog. If they ask you for money to sign up, you can skip them. Go to the next one. Okay? And you're just posting and posting and posting. Posting ads. If you say to yourself, is that what other people are doing? Check your email. Does it look like it? That's why you get 10,000 emails a day, right? If you have 7 accounts. Other people are doing that because they know, in some cases, what they're doing. So that's how promotion is done. Okay? And yeah, Herculist, I know John Glockner, this guy has been in business probably since 1998. I'm not sure. But Herculist, yeah, they're the king. They're just awesome. Okay? Looks like we're getting close to the end here. I want to talk to you about upgrading. Are you interested in upgrading to Platinum? Why? Because you get 40% commissions. Autoresponder included. Advanced ad tracker. Those are the 3 highlights right there. Okay? The bigger traffic injections. These bonuses are all great, but these are the top ones. You get double the commission. You get a full power autoresponder, just like Aweber, and advanced ad tracking if you want to use it. Automatic. How do you upgrade? Contact support. We do, Sandy Hunter will give you a quote for 1 year upgrade. Or you can pay monthly. It's $49.95 extra. So on top of the $99, but you can pay for a year upfront and you save a lot of money. Okay, you can save 50%, 60%. Okay. Yeah, gold, absolutely. Yeah, Rich, this is the whole thing with upgrading in some of these sites. It's worth it. Like it's worth upgrading. I've been upgraded in Herculist forever. I'm sitting here in the if I log into my account. Again, I just use RoboForm there to log in. Let me see here. Log in, same window. Oops, sorry. Hit log in here. Probably logged in. There we go, username, password. So again, when you get logged into something like Herculist, you're going to see ads. You don't have to go to them. You can just continue to the member area here if you want. You'll see there's all kinds of things going on here, right? Look at Rich Moyer. It's up there, first place. Rich Moyer, 42 points for the weekly contest. See all these people in here. There's contests all the time for signing people up. There's announcement area here. All kinds of stuff. And when you want to submit a web, you just say submit email. And it'll take you into an area and you can work your way through this. And there's a regular mailer. There's all kinds of ads and things, solo ads, and you name it. But you put your ads in here. Notice there's a subject, a URL, and a message. Okay? It's really good. The stuff takes a bit of time, but it's worth it because you don't have to pay to send promotions unless you want to pay an upgrade. Okay? Yeah, the members, all the members at Herculist, it's really good. Really good. Very interesting. Okay, folks, I'm going to sign off for the week. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, you can always fill out a support ticket. If you want email, go ahead, just fill in a support ticket. I'll set you up. It'll take a day. I think, Tanya, you're done. I think I set up your email for you. And again, it's great. It's great to just click in and you just click email, click on that, and there's your email for you to your site. And then you can reply to people. You can send them hello, all that good stuff. Okay? Thanks a lot.